Yongsan and Tijet. Also not here. SEM 3, SEM 3, no, SEM 2 group 1. Oh. SEM 2 group 1 is here. SEM 2 group 1 is here. Yes. A few lah. Okay.
帮你问一下，是我们要 hire 吗
When you buy smart. Sure.
I don't know, I ask you. Sure, yes.
Normally for higher smart, I cannot simply need to check again. See where anyway got marks on I cannot deduct. What's the time now? Okay, we are going to start our class in 5 minutes time. But I cannot keep on waiting like this already.
因为我们要分开，我们boycott，两个我们一起吃，然后我们回家。7759，ใช่ทำได้ library ดีใช่ไหม
要不我帮你拿回下面菜。
是拿那个什么个仔须磨给你吃。那正常。你到底拍吗？讲一下。这里有哪个在？你看 track。那个咖啡哦，他是跟我讲可以用 GPT。
被告。我们是 GPT。
这个一样。他讲现在电脑机它下班是什么？你从那里 copy 过来它就懂。他吹要那种。好像拿96啊。还有屁股痛自己。然后扫描就可以。
today so few students to start the class already. Okay.
因为我想Jackson的威汉，他是这边的，还有Jackson这个。
Okay, guys, I guess we need to start the lecture already. Today I hope that I think we can finish earlier. Today chapter for last week is mid test now, right? Isn't it? Last week, the week before, right here, we have discussed about the legacy system. So it's regarding the characteristic of a legacy system and the solution of a legacy system. Okay, and then characteristic of legacy system is like the system has been used for more than 10 years. Actually, for nowadays, the system, let's say for example, if your system has been used for 5 years, I guess it can be considered legacy. Because the evolvement or the enhancement of system, change of the technology is so fast. Okay? And legacy system using old technology, legacy system is difficult to maintain. Legacy system is what? Legacy system is difficult to expand. Okay, so this is some characteristic of legacy system. Then what is the solution? The solutions. Okay, what is the choices? Okay, in order for us to solve this problem. Actually, legacy system not necessarily is a problem. Okay, first of the solution is, let's say we freeze to support the system. Second, we throw away the system and redevelop another one. Okay, maybe through re-engineering, and then maybe we need to migrate the system into a new platform, and then maybe we can apply wrappers or wrapping to the system. Okay, or maybe we continue support the system, or ask third-party supplier to support our system. So these are the what we call solutions for the legacy system. Okay. Now, and then we also mentioned about wrapper. Okay, a bit detail. So what we call about wrapper, what we study, there is a forward wrapper and there is a backward wrapper, right? Isn't it? Okay, is Joshua here? Group? Huh? When you tell me, my brain inside here, there is a thunder, you know. Cash wrap, go back home. Okay. This cash wrap,
那我瞌睡有收过费。
cash wrap 是吗？
Oh. No, this one is showing.
Oh. So, yes, what is a backward wrapper and what is a forward wrapper? I want to ask the brother at the back. Yes, group one.
They are over the back.
Group one, who is inside group one? Group one class rep is Ryan, right? Ryan. Okay. So what is the difference between backward wrapper and forward wrapper? Yes, Ryan. Yes, anyone can help Ryan, group one. The group one member may say, hey, who is Ryan? I don't know him. Okay. Yes. What is the difference between what is backward wrapper and forward wrapper? Anyone from group one? SEM
不是往上吗？
SEM group one, yes. What is backward wrapper and forward wrapper? This is from the tutorial also. I guess one question is from the tutorial. This question. I don't know whether yours are not haven't go to tutorial yet, right? Never mind. Okay. What is a forward wrapper and what is a backward wrapper? Yeah, I heard some noise. Yeah, I heard some sound, not noise. Sorry. Okay. Can you speak louder, brother? Yes.
Forward wrapper is start with something and
backward wrapper is to already have a model and we need to remove the whole feature. That one is migration, right? So almost near, the concept is almost the same. So, okay, I want to ask you, backward wrapper is applied in what kind of migration? Database first or database last? Forward wrapper is used in database first migration or database last migration? You can check, please check, yeah. Yeah. And okay, I'm going to ask one question, another question also. Okay, while waiting for group one. Group three is there, am I right? 5 students only. 3 is not here. Yeah. Group 3 only. Okay, so group 3. What is the challenge or limitation of using chicken little migration? Yes, good one. Very warm inside this room.
Yeah lah.
Okay.
Aircon need to be colder.
Okay, yes. Got answer not? For which one? Backward is for last database migration. Forward, Forward wrapper is used in anyone? Forward wrapper is used in
Connecting a new application to a legacy database.
forward wrapper is connecting the
Allows a new application to access legacy database data.
forward wrapper is allow the legacy to access the legacy data.
New application to access legacy data.
New application to access legacy data.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Forward wrapper is allow legacy new application to access legacy data. Backward wrapper is allow old application access to new data.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then the limitation of chicken little is because thematic times. Understand? It's applied to the decomposable system times, and also you need to manage a lot of gateway. Understand? During the process of migration, because old system is running, new system is still running, then you may need to use gateway, okay, for this parallel running. Understand? Okay. Now we come to this chapter 9. Chapter 9 is impact analysis. When we are going to do modification in our system, definitely we are going to study that, okay, the impact of the change before we really implement the change. Understand? Whether it is really worth to make the change or too risky to make the change or not. Understand? So this process is called impact analysis. So for the impact analysis, okay, what is impact analysis? As you can see that this is the explanation. is the evaluation of the impact or the change impact to a module source code or the system others module. Establish the breadth of a change, means the scope of change, how far the change will affect the system, understand? And assess its complexity, how complex is the change, okay, when we are going to implement. Okay, so this is the impact analysis. Then what is the purpose of impact analysis? This is the purpose to estimate the cost, okay, allow the planning and scheduling, okay, determine whether the change, okay, will have impact on a certain part or important part of the system, or to decide whether go or no go, understand, for the change. To keep track of the history of change related data, okay, and to understand how items of change are related to the structure of the software, okay, to enable the maintenance engineer to understand the change request. And the last one, okay, to determine the portion of the software that needs to apply regression tests. I hope that you still don't know what is regression test. Regression test is the test performed after certain changes to check that the effect of this change to others module, understand? To the related module of the change. Okay? This is the process of impact analysis. A very simple process, only 3. Okay, not so simple lah. He categorized into 3 process. First, analyze the change request, study the request of the change and the related documentation, trace the potential impact, implement the change. You can see that this is a iterative. So what is this one? This is the output set. Set means that the item that affected, understand? Okay, output set during all these stages or this process. So from the analyze, the first phase, the first process, analyze the change request and the documentation. Okay, you come out the starting impact set. What is meant by starting impact set? Actually, this is the initial item. Maybe the source code, maybe the module, maybe the functions, okay, of a system that initially we determine this will be affected by the change. Okay? And the candidate impact set, okay, when we really perform the tracing of the change propagation or the change impact, okay, then we further identify, okay, which item is affected by the change from, okay, so we come with the candidate, understand? Okay, so and then when we really implement the change, then we realize that, okay, which item, which function is actually impact or affected by the change. So this set of items is called actual impact set, AIS. And however, during the implementation of the change, during we execute the change, some item maybe we can found that, okay, is actually impacted by the change, but this item is not belongs to the candidate impact set. Understand? Okay? This is item belongs to the set of discover impact set. And somehow, even though, okay, we say that, okay, these are the candidate set, okay, got 10 items, okay, but however, out of the 10 items, 3 items is not being impacted, it's not being affected by the change. So this item is called false positive impact set. Understand? Okay? It's just like we are having a singing competition, okay? Singing competition for ISW student. So firstly, okay, we assume that, okay, all students here will be attending the competition. Then after one round of, okay, registration, okay, we realize that, okay, only this this side is the candidate, okay? And then during the competition actually, okay, then we found that, okay, maybe half of them is really impact, okay, actually can proceed, okay, is being selected. However, okay, sometimes, okay, some judges, they feel that, okay, maybe those who are not selected or not registered one, they found that one candidate is very good in singing one. Then that one is the discovered impact set. And then fourth impact set is those we assume that, okay, they are very good in singing, but actually during the singing competition, they are really cannot sing one. Understand? Same effect lah. So in another words that starting impact set means that initially we identify maybe this all item or all people is impact, okay, and then during the change, before the change, we try to trace exactly, okay, then we know that, okay, maybe this half is the candidate possibly is being impact. However, during the really execution of the change, we realize that only half of the people is affected. So this is the actual impact set. And then those who are not affected is false positive impact set. Discover impact set, maybe during the change, I realized that me myself also being affected, but I'm not belongs to the candidate set. So I am belongs to the discover impact set. Understand? Okay, so these are the difference between these 6 set, okay, SIS, CIS, AIS, BIS, and FBIS, okay. This is the description, okay. So you can, the top one I'm not going to discuss because it's already explained already. Okay, so now we look at the second last point. False FBIS, false positive impact set is defined as the set of objects estimated to be impacted by an implementation of change, but not actually impacted by the change request. So therefore, we say that FBIS equals to CIS unit BIS, okay, divided by AIS. Error in impact estimation, this is the formula. BIS plus FBIS divided by CIS. These are the metrics used for evaluate our impact analysis process. Recall and precision. What is recall? Recall means that those items that is actually affected by the change, and this item is inside the CIS, the candidate set, means that it's referred to those items in the candidate set which are actually affected by the change. Understand? So therefore you can see that it computed as a ratio as CIS, this is called intersect AIS, okay, to the AIS. Okay? The value of recall is 1 when discover impact set is empty. Means that all the candidates, okay, there is no extra item that we discover during the impact, okay, analysis, okay, from the CIS. Precision means that is, how to say, is the part, okay, of the candidate impact that are actually impacted. Okay, it represents the fraction of candidate impact set that are actually impacted. Okay, so therefore the calculation is the CIS intersect AIS divided by CIS. Okay. The next one, the metric, adequacy. Adequacy, okay, is the ability of your approach, impact analysis approach or techniques, able to identify all the affected element. Okay, so this is be measured by adequacy. Ideal actual impact set is a subset or equal to the CIS. Okay, so you can see that adequacy is represented by the metric called inclusiveness. So inclusiveness equals to 1 if AIS is a subset or equal to CIS. Otherwise, it's 0. Understand? Okay? Effectiveness, this is another measurement, okay, to check on how the ability of your techniques, okay, to generate result that is really benefit to the maintenance task. And effectiveness is measured by the 3 characteristics here: ripple sensitivity, sharpness, and adherence. Okay? Ripple sensitivity. So is the result, okay, is the influence result, okay, how to say, is the result, okay, that showing the influence of ripple effect. Do you know it's a ripple effect? Means that, let's say, imagine there is a raindrop, okay, drop to a pool of water, which is very static one, okay, and come one, when you put a drop of water drop into the pool of water there, you can see the ripple, right, isn't it? Okay, so similar concept. How far the change will propagate, understand? Okay, so this is called the ripple effect. Okay, it's referred to the set of objects that is there are 2 terms in here you need to know: direct impact set object and indirect impact set object. Direct impact set object means that those item or object that is directly affected by the change. Indirect one is indirectly affected by the change. So ripple effect is measured by amplification, and this is the formula. Amplification equals to indirect impact set divided by direct impact set. Understand? Okay? When these 2 lines, the straight line is represent the cardinality operator. Now look at the small loop there. If application is bigger than 1, okay, means that your approach able to provide indirect impact set or define or determine the bigger indirect impact set than the direct impact set. Okay? Sharpness for effectiveness. Okay? Sharpness, what do you mean by this? This is mean by how well is your techniques, okay, to avoid, okay, those items which is not affected by the change, okay, to be included in the candidate impact set. Understand? Okay? So sharpness is measured by change rate. The formula is CIS divided by the entire system set. Okay? Adherence is how good is your system to deliver the CIS set which is almost similar, as close as possible, similar with the AIS set. Okay? A small difference means that, okay, a small difference between the CIS and AIS means that there is a small number of items, okay, which is not able to be identified by the technique. And this adherence is measured by S ratio. The formula is AIS divided by the CIS. Okay? Now we come to this one. Dependency-based analysis. I guess some group has already covered this one during tutorial. No, during practical. Dependency-based analysis actually is one of the impact analysis techniques used to identify the dependency between the code, between the module, between the functions or method, okay, of a system. So traditional, okay, you can use these two techniques using the core graph to check on the dependency between the functions, and using dependency graph to check on the dependency even between the statement within the program. Understand? So these are the 2 techniques. We come to the program dependency graph. Okay, so each in the program dependency graph, each statement is represented by a node, also called a vertex, and each predicate expression is represented by a node. Okay, so there are two types of dependency inside the PDG: data dependency and control dependency. Look at this program, and you see this program. Is it too small? I make it bigger so that you can see. Okay, look at this program. S1 to S11. It's a very simple program, isn't it? So when we convert into a dependency graph, it should be this one. Understand? Okay. So what you mean by this one? The solid line means that it's a data dependency. What you mean by data dependency? Let's say for example, look at this one, S1 and S5. S5 is data dependency on S1. Why? Because the X value, the variable X, the value is depend on the S1. Am I right? Okay. So read X. So value of X is depend on the S1. So therefore, we put a line called that S5 is data dependency on S1. Same thing. S8, Y equals to function pass parameter X. The X value is depending on this one. So therefore, S8 is data dependent on S1. Okay? Then this dotted line, whether S4, S2, S4, S2. S2 is an if statement. Whether S3 and S4 is going to be evaluate or execute is depending on the situation in S2. Therefore, we say that S3 and S4 is control dependent on S2. Okay? S3 and S4 is control dependent on S2, which is represented by a dotted line. Understand? Okay? This one you must understand. Now, we continue. Okay? Continue with the ripple effect. Okay? Measure how the change impact of a program and how it may cause some problem to the other part of the program. An indicator for program complexity, evaluate modification to program code. Okay? Ripple effect is computed by the means of error flow analysis. And you don't need to know how to calculate error flow analysis. You can see that ripple effect. Okay? Intra-module, how far the module will propagate. Intra-module means the change will propagate within a single module. Inter-module means the change will propagate to other module. Understand? Okay? This is some model, okay, of change propagation. First, okay, if there is a change request here, determine which entity to be is affected, and then change entity, okay, and then determine other entity to be changed. This is the looping process. If no entity, then consult the gurus for any advice. Okay. Again, we come back to the recall and precision. This is the formula. Recall equals to predicted, intersect occurred divided by the occurred. Let's say for example, okay, change set is ABCD. Here show the change set is ABCD here. The predicted set is BXYWD. BXYW and D. We predict this one is going to be affected. However, the actual occurred one is BCD. Understand? So in this case, we can use this to calculate the recall and the precision. Recall equals to predicted, intersect, occurred. Predicted is this one, BXYWD. Occurred is CD. So what is the intersect value? Is only 2, intersect only B and D, right? 2 divided by occurred is 3. Understand? Number of items here. So 66%. And then this one same thing, okay? Predicted, intersect, occurred is 2, divided by predicted is 5, equals to 40%. Understand? This is how we calculate the recall and precision for change propagation. So what is the heuristic for change propagation? Okay, so means that the modification record should be centralized. Okay, centralized And in general, source control repository are used to keep track of all changes. So means this repository should be centralized also. Otherwise, it's very difficult for us to keep track on the changes. For modification, okay, all the dates, time, the person involved, who made the change, who approved the change, and what are the change has been made, need to be identified. Understand? Okay? So the changes can be recorded at level of source code. Okay, let's say the data type definition, variable, functions, to be able to track of the following. It means that when you change of the code, then the variable, the function name, the type, okay, you still need to record down. Understand? Okay, you cannot just say that, okay, change this one to that one, but what are the changes? That's very clear. Modification, deletion, and addition of the source of the entity either is change, delete, or edit, okay, or adding. Alteration to the dependency between the change entity and other entity. For each modification to the code, the corresponding modification made to other files. These are the information you must have during the change. Heuristic information, sources. Okay, so you need to you can apply more than one information sources, okay, to identify or to predict or to analyze which entity is affected by the change. The objective are to ensure the entity that need to be modified are predicted and to minimize the number of predicted entities that are not going to be affected. Okay, so means that to make your impact analysis more precise. Okay, so there are what are the information that may require entity information? Maybe okay, the data table information, for example, the development information, the process information, the textual information. Okay, these are example of the information sources that we may require during our change impact analysis. What is entity information? Okay, so let's say history, core change, core use or define relationship, code layout, relation, okay, anything regarding the entity, let's say the file, the classes, okay, the subsystem, the component, okay. So what are the changes that have been made so far? Okay, what are the relationship? Okay, what is the layout, code, and so on. Developer information. Okay, this is referring to the developer who have the information of the developer. What are their expertise? Okay, what are the codes? Okay. Process information is the development process. Okay, it's the development process. Okay, what kind of process you are using? Textual information. This is more on the name. Okay, the identifier, the name of the entity. Now we come to the last one, pruning techniques. What is mean by pruning techniques? Pruning techniques is sometimes when we perform impact analysis, we identify too many candidate sets. Understand? The candidate set consists of too many items. Sometimes it's not possible for us to deal with too many items inside the candidate set. So in this case, we may need to reduce the candidate, the item in the impact set or in the candidate set. Okay. So in this case, we may need to use the pruning techniques. Understand? Just like sometimes you want to identify some changes. Okay. But however, after the identification, you find there are too many items inside you have identified. Then you have to reduce those items. In this case, you can use the pruning techniques. Okay. So there are 3 pruning techniques. Okay. Frequency means that from those big set of items, you just identify those items which is frequently affected or frequently changed one. Recency means that you just identify those items which are recently affected or changed. Random, you just randomly pick. Understand? Okay, these are the pruning techniques. Okay, that's it for our chapter 9. Any question? Any questions? No question. So this is the impact analysis class. Which one? The pruning. This one. This one. Equation. I slowly scroll down. You let me know. This one is sharpness. Oh, okay. So, you need to know the formula. You need to know the formula. Okay. The formula is simple now. Okay. You need to know the formula. Okay. You need to know the formula. And anything else, class? Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Any question, class? Okay, no questions. Then we take 10 minutes. And then we come back, we do some quiz. Okay? For impact analysis. Or you want to go back? No?
Yes.
Okay. Where is others group 1 member? Group 1 year 1. Group 1 SEM 1. 7 only. Where is the Mr. Zheng Yi? Not here. Did he come back to the hostel?
Yes.
Got lah.
我是左边是
Melvin also not here. Melvin here. Oh, Melvin here. Okay. Jason is there. Yin Yun there? Yin Yun not here. Is Yin Yun here? Yin Yun not here. Means that this semester failure rate will be very high lah. Hey, when are you going to see me? I guess this week you are going to come and see me, right?
Oh,
Project? Huh? After meeting already, no?
No, we already finished. We come today.
yeah, holiday, yeah, PRS no.
Are you sure? What meet up?
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
busy lah.
Yeah, close eye also can answer.
Yes,
Every answer you also say
Right,
close
right,
eye
is
you have
it?
answer.
You go to meet me, you ask Jet, you ask me.
Yeah, very easy one. The day before exam go shopping. 现在走去 shopping。考试的时候 PRS 走一圈就可以了。
Check oriented programming, who is the lecturer? Who's the lecturer? Huh? Mr. Pierre, very nice person.
叫一个鸡，
啊？
叫鸡，你哭，不管你哭前面，站在一排等。没得考，
现在拒绝那个机会，都有嘞。不好就不要去。PJ 做什么了？ 那个 L， 你有 Jackie
你们的排位。
因为我不给他答。接到两百五。我的妈，是的。两百五了，是的。数据。要怎样做到才能爱上你呢
？Okay, class, we do the quiz. Legacy system, have you done already? Nói gì đó? Done already, one. Done already, yeah. Have you complete this one? Task. I don't think so, lah.
Don't.
No, okay. So do this one. What? 9 section, right? Classic. You want classic or mastery, ah? Mastery lah. Continue.
看这个。直接，他要最难的，给他最难的。要不然我。
Next method. Okay, so enter the code, please. 903463. Ryan is the first person joined. ELTS, yeah. Who's ELTS? Dan is Daniel or Danny? Or Dexter. Dexter is not this group. Dexter is another group. Jessica. Who is Jessica?
郑杰里啊，
沈健。
沈杰啊？
No.
5 a.m. So everyone join the quiz. Okay, so I'm going to start. 3. Start in 3 seconds. Why cannot start? 3, 2, 1. Hey, cannot start. Hey, what happened? 3, 2, 1. Start.
website design very bad ah.
Yeah. Who is the one to reach the peak of the mountain? Is it called peak? Yeah, top of the mountain. Yeah.
这边左派有。
Hey, today is Tuesday.
Monday. Tuesday.
Okay. actually it's going to rain already. So since raining, we cannot go back. Then
Huh?
we have our class continue lah.
Can lah, so we can walk back
7,
one.
6, 8, 9, then we can. Here until 9 ma, can be until 9 ma, right? Isn't it? Who is the student can reach the peak? Wow! What is it? Brace yourself. Who win?
No.
You want like that one? Special effect. Who is still at the starting point? Means I haven't tried any question yet.
Không gì. Trôi tiền.
They have changed the interface. The last time it's not that one. Nothing is the snow mountain. Now it's the Fuji mountain. Who is Lo Yong?
Melvin.
Navin Why like this one?
有伤害不？我怕貂蝉。
Okay, all done already. Still got one student. Hey, come. There is one candidate is at the starting point. Who is it? Is all students complete the quiz already? Okay, so I will stop. Who is the first scorer? And yes. Who is the scorer? Diamond here. Who is diamond here?
文亚。
Oh. Warrior. 50% grow only. Okay. So let us back to the past tense. Wow. Let us back to the
对，等下吃饭吧。
So my library legacy system.
你已经睡了。
Okay. Question one. A legacy system, okay, consists of million lines of code, yes. Is difficult to expand, yes. Poor documentation, yes. More than 10 years old, yes. The following is the solution for legacy system: set, freeze, yes. Outsource, yes. Keep on maintenance, yes. Leave it alone, no. What is a database wrapper? Allow access to a legacy database from prior different technology. It also acts as an entry point to a legacy database, yes. Allow database to process data, no. It's a server, no. B wrapper, B stands for backward wrapper. Database is migrated last, no. Okay, new component is built and access to migrated data. Database is migrated first. For backward wrapper, okay, database is migrated first. Okay, so that the old database access to the old system access to the new database through the backward wrapper. Old system, this one I said already. Forward wrapper, F wrapper, allow new developed component connect to the old database. Yes, others is incorrect. Cold turkey, also known as Big Bang, yes. Migrate system incrementally, no. redesign legacy system using new tools, platform, and modern architecture? Yes. To adopt this approach, many additional new features must be guaranteed. Okay. Limitation of code turkey take much time for reasonable size system. Organization goals should shift due to long redevelopment. Failure risk increase according to the system capacity. Technology use may be outdated due to long time development. Okay? Chicken little. What is a chicken little? Different type of gateway are applied.
说你 get 得懂我
Apply to fully decomposable, semi-decomposable, or non-decomposable legacy system. Migrate system and database incrementally is a new type of chicken. Yes. Okay. So the last one is wrong. Others is correct. Butterfly method. Okay. During re-engineering, target system is not operating in production mode. Yes. No need to access legacy and target database simultaneously. Yes. During migration, live data is not stored in both old and new system database. Yes. Okay. For application, what is it? Migration. Move application to a cutting-edge platform, increasing the system overall effectiveness. Maintaining the fundamental underlying value of the current system is another consideration. So this one is the correct, the third one. Okay, the green light one. Others is not correct. Okay. So this is the quiz for the chapter 8. So next week we are going to do the quiz for the chapter 9. Okay, any question, class? Any question? Any question? Any questions? No questions? No question, I guess the weather is going to rain already. Okay. So since it's going to rain, therefore we continue our lesson until the rain stops. Okay. So I heard here the latest we can do until 9 o'clock, right? So I guess by 9 o'clock the rain can stop. Okay, any question? No question? Do you want to cover a bit on the refactoring chapter? The side, group 2 and group 3. Do you manage to still can attend for the new chapter? Group 2 and group 3. Group 2 and group 3.
Can I sir proceed lah?
Can I? Can I?
Cannot.
Okay, let us discuss a bit on the new chapter, refactoring. I guess we have do the refactoring practical on the first 4 practical really. Okay, remember the perfecting maintenance. Okay, so that one is refactoring. So what is refactoring, class? Refactoring actually is a technique that we apply to make our code okay, more easier to maintain and more easier to read and more efficient. Understand? So this is refactoring. When software evolve, some effect to the software are decrease of understandability. Yes, become complex, difficult to understand, not so reliable, okay, difficult to maintain, therefore increase the maintenance cost. Okay, so due to this one, then one of the techniques okay, we can apply to improve the system is through the refactoring. Okay, it's through the refactoring. So this is in this slide. It shows that okay, the problem of the existing system why we need refactoring. Okay, so due to difficult to understand, difficult to maintain, not reliable, okay, not efficient. So therefore, refactoring may help to improve the system. So refactoring, okay, actually is also like a restructuring. Okay, maybe we can refactor the code. We can also refactor the structure of the system. Okay, so this is called the refactoring. Now, there are when we want to refactor, there are three. There are called rule of three. First thing is, okay, when you have done something for the first time, just get it done. Right? When you have done something similar for the second time, cringe at having to repeat but do the same thing anyway. The third one, when you are doing something for the third time, start refactoring. Okay, so this is the rule of three lah. So means that refactoring, when we need to add the features, okay, when we need to fix the bugs, when we need to perform code review. Okay, so these are the times that we may need to perform refactoring. This is the definition of refactoring according to Martin Fowler. Okay, this Martin Fowler is a very famous researcher. So a change made to the internal structure of software to make it easier to understand and cheaper to modify without changing its observable behavior. This is the definition of refactoring. You can see that this is the refactoring process. First one, identify what items should be refactored. Second, determine what kind of refactoring techniques to be applied. Third, ensure the refactoring will preserve the behavior of the software. Don't affect the behavior of the software. Okay? Apply the number 4, apply the techniques to perform the refactoring. Number 5, evaluate the impact of the refactoring. Number 6, maintain consistency. Update necessary artifacts such as document. Okay, so these are the process of refactoring. This is the detailed explanation on this process. Okay, so first, identify what to refactor. Means that, as I say, what kind of artifact, okay, code structure, okay, should be refactored. And then you must have it from the top level, then you know that, okay, which part of the system you need to refactor. And then there is a term called good smell. Good smell means that when you look at the code, okay, that has certain symptom on the source code that shows that refactoring may be needed. Let's say, for example, duplicate code, long parameter list, large classes, okay, message chain, and so on. Second process, what refactoring technique should be applied. So here are some guidelines. Some refactoring technique must be applied together. Some refactoring techniques must be applied in a certain order. Some refactoring techniques can be individually applied, but they must follow an order if applied together. Some refactoring are mutually exclusive. So you need to consider, okay, what refractoring techniques you must use, how is the order, how to apply the refractoring techniques. Continue. Maybe you can, when you determine which refractoring should be applied, you can use this technique called the critical pair analysis. Okay, so this critical pair analysis is referring to a pair of mutually exclusive refractoring techniques. Okay, so by given this type of techniques, analyze the conflict between these refractoring, see any conflicts or not. So then you decide, can it be applied together or it must be applied according to a sequence and so on. Okay. So another one is called the sequential dependency analysis. So this is what I mean by in order to apply a refractoring technique, one or more refractoring techniques should be applied first before, and if one refractoring technique has already been applied, a mutually exclusive refractoring cannot be applied anymore. Means that you determine the sequence and the order on how to apply the refractoring techniques, because we may need to apply more than one refractoring techniques here. And then you have to determine which one already applied, then you cannot apply. Which one need to apply before, then what are the others refractoring techniques must be applied in a certain sequence. During the ensure the refractoring preserve the behavior of the software. So in this case, the constraint in preserving software behavior, let's say for example temporal constraint. So the refactoring, when you apply, the refactoring must preserve the temporal constraint. Let's say for example, if your system is a real-time system, you must preserve the temporal constraint as a real-time application. Resource constraint means that the refactoring does not require more resources before the software is being refactored. Understand? Safety constraint means that after the refactoring, or maybe the refactoring process should not affect the safety of the software. Apply the refactoring to the chosen entity. Now you can apply or execute the refactoring already. Then evaluate the impact, in terms of internal and external quality. Internal quality such as size, complexity, coupling cohesion and testability. External quality, performance, reusability, maintainability, extensibility, robustness and scalability. So these are the quality you may need to test again, after the refactoring. See whether it will affect better or does not up to the expectation. Maintain consistency. This one you need to update all the necessary documents after the refactoring techniques. So concept of change configuration is used to cope with the inconsistency across different software artifacts. Because refactoring is also considered a change, it's also part of the re-engineering process. So therefore, you need to make sure all the artifact is consistent. After the change. Any question or class? No question. I will stop here, and next week we continue with the second part of the slide of the chapter. Any question, class? Can still continue? Can tak boleh Boleh ke atau tak boleh? Yes. Group 3. Can Can Then I stop here. I see you again next week. Not next week. This week during practical tutorial Remember to sign attendance, Remember to sign attendance, please,
Hello. Hello.
Okay, see you. Bye. Anyone cannot able to go back so early, you can take dinner with me, but you have to belanja me.
Huh?
Okay. 什么？in Mandarin we call 尊师重道belanja me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Belanja you FIP got extra mark lah. Aiyo. 他讲 week 11 week 要不要5块 week 11 week 要不要5块面